Alright, I guess I'm going to start putting this stuff back together. I got to attach the pickups and all the knobs and the switch onto this, and then put this back into the guitar. I had planned on using some copper tape to shield it, but I don't feel like it. I bought some and it's sitting right next to me, but it didn't make that much noise when I used it before, and I can always do it again if I want to. I want to put this thing back together, man. So let's do it. Just lay everything out and make sure the wires aren't twisted weird. And I've got new pickguard covers, 3 of them. These are different sizes also, and I've got the correct ones. Got them on Amazon for like $8. Got 2 new switch covers. These go on the switch here. It used to have a white one. It's going to be black now. And where's my volume knobs? Right here. These are chrome black. And I've got back cover for the guitar. I got a new strap that sort of matches the color. And here's the copper shielding tape that I'm not going to use, I guess. Alright, got one pickup cover on. One pickup installed. These are a little tricky, but after doing one, I think the rest of them will go easier. It was a little awkward, but now I think I get it. Okay, I did not show me putting all these components back in because it was a bit of a pain in the butt. At least I've never done it before, so it could have been smoother. In fact, I should test this thing before I do anything else. So I want to plug it in and just tap on the pickups, make sure they work. Okay, I plugged in the guitar. Everything seems to work okay. But I'm getting a lot of noise, and if I turn my guitar to the side, the humming is a lot less obvious. So, and I took, watch this, I took this aluminum pot with popcorn in it and put it over the top, and that also lowered the hum. So it appears that shielding would be a good idea. Or facing that direction when I play. At least I could do the pickguard. But man, how hard would it be with all this junk attached? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some shielding tape where I can. Cutting it to fit around the pickup a little bit. And that aluminum pot is a good indication that this stuff will work. I'm not going to explain how this stuff works. If you want to learn about shielding tape, you can watch another video. Look for it online. The next logical step in this would be to put tape in here. I don't really want to. I shielded the whole guitar. Looks like I missed a couple slivers. It isn't helping the noise I'm hearing, but maybe it'll help in the future. I don't know. Anyways, I'm ready to close this thing up now. Alright, finally, after a giant mess, we've got the pickguard on there. It's looking good. Now let's go ahead and get everything else on there. A little bit of masking tape on the switch here. See if I can get this cap to stay on there tighter. There we go. There you go. New volume knobs. They're metal. They're black chrome, and they have no words and no numbers on it. Alright, there's our knobs. And I think I said this in the first video. I like how this, the original pickguard, I cut these holes in the same place because I like how it's not right up against this pickup. I don't like the way Stratocasters do the volume knob. They usually have it right up here against this screw. So I set mine back a good 1/2, 3/4 inches, and I love it. That's great. Alright, I got to put the bridge back on, and then strings, and that's it. Yee-hoo! I'm liking the way it looks. I like it. Fingerprints and all. Here's a little trick. Alright, I'm putting these screws back on the bridge, and these things screw directly into wood, and I don't want to like cross thread the wood. When I put these back in, I want them to be strong, so what I'm doing to make sure I use the same threads in the wood as before, I turn it backwards until I feel like a click or hear it even. Watch. Right there. Spin it backwards, and when you feel it pop into place, then you can go ahead and screw it in, and it will use the same threads without cross-threading anything in the wood, and I think that'll keep it strong. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. I gotta get the screws the right height on this bridge so the tremolo works properly. It's a 6-point tremolo, which means it pivots on all 6 screws. However, the middle 4 screws are higher than the ones on the end, and I want to put it exactly how it was, so I took some close-up pictures of the bridge. These holes are, well, they don't quite fit, but I want to make it fit. One of them I'm going to have to drill. I couldn't find a matching plate, so I got one that should line up with the other 5 holes, which it kind of does not. And I have to drill a little final hole. Whoa. Went all the way through somehow. And there you have it. My new and improved EART guitar. The pickguard is not a perfect fit, by the way, like around the edge here. It's a little bit close down here towards the bottom, but this is not a Stratocaster guitar. Anyway, it's slightly different, but I made it work. Looks awesome. I like it. Compared to the original, no more mint green pickguard. Cool, man. It was a lot of work getting that frickin' pickguard to work right, but I'm happy with it. It looks very cool. Dude, I like it. Let's string it up and see how it works. And there she is. The completed project. Looking good, man. There's a little notch I cut in. You can't even see the notch. It's so dark, which is good. I mean, it looks fine, but I like the color. I like it a lot better than the stock color, man. This looks really good. Very happy with it. EART. I went to Warmoth. You can go online and use their little doohickey, and you can select whether or not you want the volume and tone knobs drilled out. If you want 11 mounting holes or 8 or 9 or whatever, you can select what kind of pickups you want. If you want an angled one there at the bottom, whatever. But you cannot select that notch being cut out. So let's give it a sound test, and I'm sure it sounds better now with the new pickguard and the glossier finish and the new knobs. I mean, you know it's going to sound better, right? All right, anyways, I'm going to play a song. I recorded this. It's just something to jam to, so I'm going to do it in one take, and I'm just going to play to it, and whatever comes out, comes out. Whatever mistakes I made, you're going to hear them, and whatever good parts there are, you'll hear those too. I'll be running through this overdrive pedal first. I'm going to run my guitar into this pedal, and then it's going to go straight into my DAW, which is Reaper, and into Neural Amp Modeler, Fender Bassman amp model, and that's it. Run any compressors or anything like that. I'll probably EQ the guitar a little bit, but I just want you to hear, and me, to hear what this guitar sounds like. All right, anyways, let's do this. just live. What do you want? So I like the sound of this guitar. I like the pickups the way they are. The neck is great. I mean, it's an easy to play guitar, man, for $220. And right now at the time of this recording, November 28th, I believe it is, or I don't know what day it is. You can get it for $174 at the EART website. I mean, it's a steal, man. It's a really, really good guitar, man. All right, so you can judge for yourself how it sounds. You know, I had my good moments and my bad moments in that song. It was fun, and like I said, just trying to keep it real, and, you know, I don't know. But anyway, that's my modified EART guitar, and, yeah, I like it. I hope you like this video, and I hope you like the video series of me modifying this guitar. If you haven't seen the other videos, check them out. I will link to them. And subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be releasing music, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing video-wise. I don't know. Stick around. All right, thanks for joining me, and keep playing.